Hello everyone! Today we're gonna do a build in The Sims 4 that is inspired by a map of one of the hottest games out there. Yes, you've guessed it from the title, it is the famous and the fabulous Dress to Impress. Maybe you lived under a rock if you haven't heard about this game, but basically, as the name Dress to Impress, it's actually a dress-up game in Roblox, where you and other people play online with a very limited time and you just basically have to dress up according to the theme. And as a result, everyone will vote each other, and the winners will be announced in a fancy podium. So basically, I'm gonna make a house that is heavily inspired by the map of this game. Now, I don't know how similar I can do it, but we shall see. But as usual, before I start, make sure you guys already subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, and also leave a comment down below if you're just as obsessed as I am with this game. So without further ado, let's just get started. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour of the map itself. So obviously, every corner of this room is literally covered with gorgeous clothes, shoes, bags, and also there's a section where you can do your makeup and hair. But today we're actually building a livable house, so it has to have a kitchen, a bathroom, a bedroom, and so on. So I've built the shell of the build, and now I'm just adding these diagonal walls into some ends just to make more details. And for this particular build, there's only one level, so I'm gonna make it the tall wall height. And for the door itself, I would like to use something white. Oh, maybe something like this one will work. It's just white and it has that vibe that I like. And I'm also gonna copy paste it to become the back door. So while we're working on doors, I'm gonna put this archway to the VIP section. And I'm also gonna put the same thing in white to our kitchen, or so-called the hair and makeup room. And I'm gonna put this big French looking windows all over some areas because I think it really fits the ones in the game that we have. And also I think I wanna put it on the VIP section, just using the same thing, and I think that looks pretty good. So right now, I'm just gonna raise up the whole build into a foundation, which is pretty tall, but I think it'll work with the landscape that we have. And I'm also gonna use the same archway that we used as doors, but this time as a built-in wardrobes. Which, if you play this game, you know it's literally in every single corner. So we're gonna make these ones ourselves. Okay, so now that all the rooms are laid out with the window, doors, archways, and also the wardrobes, so this is where everything is gonna be: the entrance, living room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom. And now I'm just gonna build up a porch, like a front porch here, and now I'm just putting these stairs and railings, like really fancy ones. So for the columns, I think is really important for this build, and I'm gonna choose this one from base game, and I'm gonna put it in every single corner of this whole build, even the doors. Also, not forgetting the corners of the whole exterior, I'm also gonna put those same pillars in. And then I'm also gonna use this see-through window that you put on the roof from Island Living Pack, and I'm gonna put it all over here, and also putting it on some more areas where basically I just see the game and just put it wherever it has those skylights. Also, besides that, I'm also gonna add a second level here, and I will delete the flooring of it, and that will give the effect for the VIP section. Now here, I'm just trying to make some details with the roofing with a platform tool, and I'm just gonna kind of lay out everything and outline it, and maybe do a little bit of an overhang on the edges, which I think most probably I'm gonna speed through because this is gonna take a long time. Okay, so those are all the platforms. I actually added a couple of levels. Now I want to add a roof, an octagonal roof, just to kind of give that witchy effect of the map. And I think I'm also gonna have this roof on the second level to just kind of create like some kind of tower look, I think. So for the roofing, I'm searching for something purple, and I'm not sure if you can find any, or maybe, ooh, this one is perfect from Jungle Adventures. And for our platforms and the roof, I'm gonna paint it really dark with this flooring wood color. Now I think adding a fence might help with the roofing, so I'm adding this one. I'm trying out, it's from Get Together, and let's see. I'm also gonna add a roof trim. This one from the For Rent pack I think works pretty great. And for the foundation, I think I'm just gonna use these rock one from the Seasons pack, and I'm searching for a color that actually matches this one. This one looks pretty good, I think. Okay, I think I'm changing my mind for the roof at the front porch. I think I'm just gonna use this one right here. Now I do want to add some wooden accents to this wall because I painted everything white from base game, and I think this wallpaper from Horse Ranch is a good accent color. Now I'm gonna copy that and paste it in the interior just for some more accent walls. And I'm also gonna put that same wood tone on the interior part of the wardrobes. Okay, so now I'm also gonna put some of these pillars from outside into the corners of the interior. I think it adds a great detail to it. And also not forgetting the VIP area. I think they really do need a lot of pillars here. So I'm gonna put some. Also, I'm gonna put this corbel from the Get Together pack. And I think it really adds a good detail to the exterior. So I think I wanna incorporate some purple on the outside just because the newest update does have a lot of purple color on it. And now for the landscaping, I'm just gonna use this drapey one from Juggle Adventure here. And I think I also wanna bring it to the tower up here just so it's not so plain looking. I think that works really well. Also, I wanna add this wall decor from high school years up on some corners on the exterior, on the front, and also at the back here. Oh, and before I forget, I think I'll also wanna make a back porch right here. So I'm just gonna take the square room tool and make a porch out of it. I think I'm just gonna make it a good size, not too big. For the flooring in the game, it looks like they have this kind of black wood flooring, so that's what I'm gonna use all over the build here. So now comes the fun part because I am using the terrain tool and I'm actually gonna build a pond around the front and the back of the build because in the actual game itself, we do have this water feature all over the lobby area. So, ooh, I really want to add this purple tree all over this build. I think it's so fitting because there's a lot of purple tree in the game itself. And I think this red tree also works because I see a few of them in the game. And I also want to add this lavender bush looking thing just because, first of all, it's purple and I think it also fits the vibe of this build, so I'm just putting it everywhere. Ooh, I found this on Debug, which I forgot the name of it, but I think I'm gonna put it over here at the front. I'm gonna add these black rocks all over the build because if you see on the map, there's actually a lot of black dark rocks all over. And of course, I'm adding it all throughout the whole build on the outside, the front, and also the back. Now I think I also want to make a pathway with this rock, so I'm just taking one and pressing Alt and kind of switching them around just so they don't look so similar to one another. I'm also putting the sized down version of these rocks just by pressing Shift and 9 just so it's not so uniform. You know what? I think I'm also gonna bring the plants to the roof just to cover these little things here. I'm gonna use these bushes just to line up the roof. I know that's kind of weird, but I think it works to help the roofing a little bit. Okay, so now I'm just trying to go to town with the landscape. I'm just adding these bushes, a lot of kinds of them just everywhere throughout the build here. I'm gonna use terrain paint to paint these dark rocks on the front pathway. And also we cannot forget to paint the soil terrain paint all over the plants. I don't feel like the plant is lush enough, so I'm gonna add more of these bushes all over just to kind of fill it up a little bit more. And I think I'm also gonna put these flowers all over just to again help to just fill out the landscaping. Now for the water itself, I'm contemplating which swatch should I use for the water. You know what? I think just the normal blue one from Juggle Adventure is our best bet. And then here, I'm just gonna add some plants to the water. I just changed into nighttime and I think planting these candles on top of the water is a good idea. Now I'm also gonna add these flower candle thing. I think that looks really cute. And I'm just gonna use this water feature. It's like a rock with a fountain on it from the Cozy Bistro kit, and I'm just putting it into place, and I think that looks really, really nice. Now I'm just gonna blend it with other rocks by pressing Shift and 0 just to kind of raise it up on this level. I was thinking I want to add some of these fireflies all over the pond also. Now for the light, I think I'm going to use these ones right here, which I think fits the theme pretty well. I'm going to put one also in the front part, just right here. That looks really nice. And I'm gonna add more lighting with this smaller light all over the front part of the build, just right there. And I also want to add this detail to the base of the roofing, and I think that fits pretty well right here. Okay, so far the exterior is looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with how this looks right now. Now, a very important aspect of the game is that you can see a lot of fog in the lobby area. So I'm gonna teach you how to do it in The Sims. Basically, I've built a basement and I'm gonna put this steamer, and that's gonna give the effect of the fog that we want, even though there's a little bit of bubbles. But I'm just gonna copy and paste a bunch of this right here. And also you wanna add some lighting just so the fog could really show up, especially at nighttime. So I'm gonna add a couple of these. And now on live mode, oh my god, that looks so realistic and cool. There's a little bit of bubbles there, but I think it works really well. Okay, now let's start with the interior. I'm actually gonna split the level here, just like the game. You kind of go down a little bit right there. Now on the entrance, I think I want to add some fountain up here, but like it's kind of clipping if I size it down. Maybe you can use this one. I think this one fits pretty well as a centerpiece. And I'm gonna put this rug from the Realm of Magic pack. Now I'm gonna put this shelf up here just to put some decorations on it, and also on this side. So I'm just gonna lay out things first. So I'm just putting this sofa right here. So obviously this is the living room, so I'm gonna put some chairs right here. Okay, I think it looks pretty good with that coffee table. Now I think I want to change the background of the wardrobe into pink because I think it's more accurate that way. So obviously in the game you can see these shelves in every single corner, so I'm putting it here in our dining area, and I'm also doing it in this side. I can't wait to decorate these parts. Now for the makeup and the hair room, I'm actually gonna make it a kitchen, so I'm gonna put these pink counters from base game. And I think because of how big this room is, this is a giant kitchen, I'm also gonna put in an island right on the middle right here. These pink cabinets also from base game matches really, really well with this room. I'm gonna put these lights up here because it actually mimics the ones in the game, even though it's not completely the same, but... And then for the VIP area, I've already put the bed because we're building a bedroom here. And now I want to work on the nail tech area, which has a lot of lore to it. So if you haven't heard about the lore, you should definitely look it up because it's kind of tragic, just to be honest. Now because it's a nail area, I'm gonna put two chairs facing each other, and I'm just gonna put this cabinet on the back wall right here. And I think the most iconic thing in the area is the cork board. And now I'm just gonna add more cabinets all over the VIP wardrobe area. I think using this rug underneath the bed will be pretty good, just sized up. Now in this part in the game is actually where you can change your skin tones with those tanning pods looking thing, and we don't really have that in the game, so I'm just putting a couple things just to make it a back entrance. And now for the dining area, I'm actually using this table from Realm of Magic and adding these chairs from base game, and of course they are pink and cute. So this is basically the overall layout of the whole build. So now let's start into detailing this build. Now for this entrance part, there's actually a lot of clothes, like this is where the men clothes are in, but I just added some of these clutter items because in this house it's actually the entrance room. So I'm just putting a couple of really random clutter like plants, bags, bottles, picture, plants all over the place. I want to add this paneling item as a detail on some corners of the rooms. You know what, I think changing the color to white might work a little bit better, so I'm just putting it on the corners here. I'm gonna add this white dresser right there, and this really cute pink ottoman, not forgetting some plants all over the place. So now for the backsplash of the living room, I want to add this bookcases side by side, adding this really adorable hanging plant up on the corner. And I'm just gonna clutter up the bookshelf with bottles, maybe this tissue, books will be nice. I think that looks pretty great. quick tip, you can find a lot of pictures in the gallery that you can download. You can find these amazing paintings that look so nice, and I'm taking this Marilyn Monroe one and I'm putting it on top of these chairs. So now I'm just gonna search for a painting that has a frame. This one is pretty good because the frame actually fits the picture itself, and just changing up the swatch. And of course, no living room is complete without a rug, so this one from the Book Nook kit works really well. Also, I'm using this fuzzy one from Snowy Living in the dining room. Now for the fun part, for the wardrobes, I'm using this open hanging wardrobe from high school years and just sizing it down. And I'm also gonna like try to hide it up in there. And as you can see, you can just hang a bunch of clothes and it just looks like it's like hanging from the shelf that we have made in the beginning of this video. You know what? I think I want to add these mannequins, which in the game, there's a bunch of them, which showcases the outfits that you can wear. And of course, I'm adding some shoes up here, which is a little bit tricky for me to like clip it in. Okay, I actually figured it out. It just needs some finessing. So I'm just putting one last more in here. And that's the result of the built-in wardrobes with the mannequins on it. So now I'm just gonna do the same thing into the rest of the wardrobes in the dining room. And I'm just continuing putting these hanging clothes. I really do wish they have a mannequin where it's like half a body and we can actually dress it up. I think that'll make this build even more realistic, but I also want to put these jewelry showcase from the Crystal Creations pack on debug. Also putting more earrings on the other side. I also want to put a hat in here just because we do have hats that we can wear in the game. And of course, as a last touch, I am just raising up more shoes at the top shelf. So for the kitchen itself, I really want to clutter it really well because this is quite a spacious kitchen. So I want to make sure it doesn't look so empty. Now going to the VIP section, I want to add this nightstand beside the bed. I also think this picture from the gallery I downloaded looks really great here. Now for Lana's part for the nail tech area, of course I added some nail products like nail polish and this nail care basics right here. I also want to put a plant right here just to fill up the space. Oh, in the actual game, we actually have this kind of pink curtain, so I'm using this one, which I think looks pretty great. And because we used an archway, I want to put these curtains just to add more privacy into the bedroom. And now I'm just gonna continue cluttering up all the wardrobes in the VIP section. Okay, so for the bathroom, I think it's just gonna be pretty simple right here. I had a pink bathtub and toilet and just added a bunch of clutter. And I do want to put this picture right here, which I think fits the theme pretty well. I changed the flooring into white tiles and I think, ooh, this one's really good for like the wallpaper. Now on the opposite side of the bathroom, which is the last part, I added this item right here from the Get to Work and I think it looks really cool and it's just like maybe where you take pictures after you play dress up, which I think is super duper fitting. So that wraps up this whole build and I think we did pretty well. Like obviously it's not completely the same, but I think we improvised pretty well. So on that note, let's actually see the finished build footage. Now before I let you guys enjoy the montage, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video, especially for those who actually reached this point. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys on my next video next week. Bye bye!